G'day guys, welcome to my Ask One's feature video. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about Nrl's Round 17's tips and predictions for 2023 guys. So let's get started. So starting off with this first game of this match, we see the Dragons going up against the Warriors. Now this game will be a very tight one, as the Dragons are just a downhill sized team, and they're not really basically a good team at the moment. They're falling downhill. Apparently Ben Hunt doesn't want to be in the Dragons team anymore. He wants to move to another team. So if you guys want to ask, if you guys want to know, yeah, he is trying to get a release to go somewhere else, basically. And yeah, so apparently Shane Flanagan is gonna coach the Dragons side, but I don't know when. It definitely is. It's a definite chance, and yeah, the Dragons are just bonkers at the moment. But yeah, the Warriors, yeah, they'll be a really good team. Sean Johnson is in that side going up against Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt is in that side for the team, so he'll do good for the Dragons. Hopefully, let's hope he does. And like Moses Sully's in that number 3, with Tyrell Sloan in that number 1, and Matthew Fegay at number 2. Then again, you got Zach Lomax in number 4. I would say going up against, I think, Marcelo Montoya, I would say, or Pompey, I would say. But yeah, I'm not too sure at the moment. But yeah, this game will be a very tight match, and I'm going to go with the Dragons by 6 points in this game. And this game will be a tight one, will be an absolute excellent match. And yeah, due to the Dragons at home, Dragons will win by 6. Warriors will definitely come back, but won't win anyway. The next game of this match, we see the Dolphins going up against my Parramatta Eels. Now this game will be an excellent one. Entertain Us will be in that stadium, so he'll vlog that game, so go and check it out. It will come out approximately like Saturday afternoon, roughly. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I won't be there, unfortunately, yeah, as circumstances do happen. And approximately, yeah, I am going to New Zealand, so yeah, unfortunately, if you see me going somewhere where you don't know where it is, yeah, that's where I'm going to New Zealand. So yeah, unfortunate. Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty nice. But yeah, still got Mitchell Moses in that number 7 for the team, basically after the Origin side. So he'll be playing Origin, and he will be playing for the Parramatta Eels. Basically, you got Dejan Arce in that number 6. Obviously, Clint Gutherson at number 1. Then you got Mike O'Sivo at number 2, going up against that other number 2 side, but not exactly too sure. But approximately, I think it is Jermaine Sarko. I'm not exactly too sure about that, but it's either that or probably like number 5. But yeah, Will Penasini at number 3. I think Bailey Simonson at 4. And Sean Russell at that number 5 position for the team. But anyway, this match will be one of the most epic games of football that I will see, and approximately the first time that will be played in Dolphin Stadium, playing against Dolphins, going up in the record. And I reckon the Parramatta Eels will get the job done against the Dolphins, but not by a big margin, because the Dolphins are a good team. You got Jermaine Asako and the Hammer will do the job basically for the Dolphins, but I do see the Eels getting the job done against the Dolphins by 8 points in this game to go up against the Dolphins in this match. The next game of this match, we see the Panthers going up against the Knights. Now in this game, the Panthers are a really good team. They were falling down behind before. They were going downhill on the ladder, and now they're working themselves up into that side. And now they're sitting back onto the second position for the team. And yeah, wow, bonkers. The Panthers are just absolutely bonkers, but yeah, I just do see Jerome Luai getting the job done, but I'm not too sure. Jack Cogger or Nathan Cleary will be in that side. I'm not exactly too sure. But you still got Moses Leota in that number 8 position with James Fischeras, sorry. I had a mind blank just then. But then again, you got like Dylan Edwards in that number 1 position, basically going up against Lachlan Miller, I believe, or no, sorry, Kalen Ponga. That's right, Kalen Ponga. This one will be an excellent game, and I do see the Knights pretty much like come out firing in this game. They'll come out firing in this match, and the Panthers will give it to them, because obviously the Panthers are just the hardest team to beat. Their defense is really good, their attack is really good, and with Jerome Norway, basically Jack Cogger / Nathan Cleary, they will get the job done. Honestly, the Panthers will get the job done by an honest margin, and I do see this one happening because the Knights are a team that can win, but they're not a finals team. So I do see the Panthers winning by 12 points in this match to defeat the Knights in this game, basically for sure, because I know for a fact the Panthers are a pretty much good team. The next game of this match, we see the Storm going up against the Manly Sea Eagles. Now, in this game, this one is a rivalry game, and to the point where Storm and Manly pretty much don't like each other. But then again, out of the game, they do approximately. But yeah, this one will be a contest. This one will be a brutal game, because obviously Manly can be as dirty, as brutal, as pretty much grubby. So yeah, basically no one likes Manly. So yeah, it's just to die for, really. That obviously the Storm are pretty much a good team. They're succeeded in their season, and they're coming into their route. But with the Storm, you've still got Justin Olam in that number 4 position, with Remus Smith in that number 3, Will Warbrick at number 2, and you got Nick Meaney at number 1. And then obviously I think Tom Trbojevic or Keogh Weeks in that number 1 position. You still got Ruben Garrick in that number 4. Basically Brad Parker at number 3, and then you got Jason Stubbs still at number 2. So that means Christian Tuipulotu still in that number 5 position. I'm not exactly too sure if they've switched, something like that, but yeah, it's going to be a tough game. The Manly Sea Eagles will hopefully get the job done, but I just don't think they will, because going up against Melbourne, it'll be a tough, hard game, and Melbourne will definitely win in their home game, in their home stadium, in their home match, to defeat the Manly Sea Eagles by 6 points in this game. The next game of this match, we see the Broncos going up against the Titans. Now, in this game, another rivalry game, and obviously these two sides here don't like each other. Approximately, I reckon they don't, because last time these two sides played, it was basically brutal. There was punches thrown left, right and centre, and pretty much, yeah, things didn't go their way with both sides in this match. So Adam Reynolds going up against another number 7, which I think I'm not exactly too sure what the number 7 is approximately, but yeah, I know for a fact it's definitely number 7. But look, the Titans are a really good team, but the Broncos are basically another hard team to beat. With Adam Reynolds in that side, you still got Corey Oates, like in that side. So Reece Walsh in that number 1 position, going up against I think AJ Brinson in that number 1 position for the team. I'm not too sure if it's Tanner Boyd in that number 7. I'm not exactly too sure about that. So do comment if it is Tanner Boyd in that number 7 position for the team. Basically, Adam Reynolds is a really good player, and hopefully he'll stand out to be a top-notch defender and attacker. That means he will lead the Broncos around, and I do think the Broncos will come out firing in this game, and they'll have strong capability that Adam Reynolds will definitely steer the Broncos around. So I'm going to go with the Broncos by 12 points in this game, and the Broncos will win against the Titans in this match. The next game of this match, we see the Rabbitohs going up against the Cowboys. Now in this game, basically the Rabbitohs are pretty much another good team. They come out firing sometimes. The Cowboys can come out and basically put on a really good match. But going up against the Rabbitohs, you still got Blake Taff in that side. You still got Cody Walker in that number 6 position for the team. So you still know Latrell Mitchell, which he has been out for ages due to a calf injury, calf strain, I believe. Last time I had a look about it, just to give you guys a little bit of update on that side. Yeah, the Rabbitohs are pretty much a hard team to beat, so I do see the Rabbitohs coming out firing in this game to put on a really good show for you guys, but unfortunately, the Cowboys, I do see the Cowboys not putting on a very good win, because obviously the Rabbitohs are just a hard team to beat, and obviously Isaiah Tuss in that number 3, but then again number 7 Chad Townsend, then you got Tom Dearden in that number 6 with Scott Drinkwater at number 1, which I reckon that they will have a good game, but I just think the Rabbitohs will come out firing and put on a really good show and put on a really good match. And yeah, I just do see the Rabbitohs to basically win in this game by 10 points in this match, because obviously the Rabbitohs are just another hard team to beat, and the Cowboys are a really good team, but it's a way sometimes they don't play as well. So yeah, it's just another loss for you guys. So I'm going to go with the Rabbitohs by 10 points in this game. And finally, the next game of this match, we see the Roosters going up against the Raiders. Now in this game, basically the Roosters are another pretty much good team, but they're not at the moment. They're just sloppy. Sorry, excuse me. But what I do see about the Roosters, I just think that they will come out firing in this game, but the Raiders have been on top of their form, with obviously Jared Croker in that number 3. You've still got Jamal Fogarty in that number 7, with Jack Whiten in that number 6. You still got Sebastian Kris at number 1. I don't know about Jonathan Parner, but yeah, it's going to be hard for that number 5. But then again, you got for the Roosters, number 5, Junior Palgar, number 4, Billy Smith. I don't know about that number 3, but I think it's Joseph Sawali, pretty much. So yeah, and then you got Daniel Tupou, number 2, and James Tedesco at number 1. So it's going to be tight, it's going to be hard, and pretty much the Roosters will have this game for sure. But if they do win, I could see them winning, but not by a long shot, because obviously the Roosters are just a softest team they can play for, and pretty much, yeah, the Roosters won't win. But I reckon the Raiders will win, because obviously Jack Whiten's in there. Basically, like number 7, you got Jamal Fogarty, Sebastian Kris at 1. Number 2, I'm not exactly too sure, but yeah, I am going to go with the Raiders by 16 points in this game to win against the Roosters. Anyway, guys, that's all from me. Make sure you do like and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.